Mafia Magazine Radio.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, Lion, is that you, baby?
Yeah, this Atlanta Fire, right, man. This management Atlanta Fire on the phone, right?
Yo, what's going on? Atlanta Fire, right?
What's going on, baby? Hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick, all right?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
For all my listeners out there, man, we got the opportunity to sit down with one of reggae's most exciting and up-and-coming artists. You know what I'm saying? This cat not only is an up-and-coming artist, but his Rastafarian style, man, is revolutionary, man, and he's second to none. And we're going to sit down with this cat for a little while, and just to let you know, he goes by the name of Lion Tafari. And we're going to sit down with this cat for a little while, man. He's going to let us know how he get down. So what's going on, my brothers? What's shaking, baby?
Yeah. Everything blessed, you know.
No doubt.
Everything cool.
Yeah. So, Lion, man, give us a little insight on where you originally from and how long you've been doing the things you've been doing.
Yes, I'm originally from the island of Dominica, you know, but I used to reside in the Virgin Islands, you know, St. Croix for some time, and you know, I've been doing this here for like about over 10 years now. Yeah. So
yeah, no doubt. So Calvin, you be doing the producing, you know what? How do you step into this, my friend?
I'm the technical guy. I'm the man behind the music.
You're the man behind the music. That's what's good, baby. So Lion, what made you start? What made you feel like, you know what I'm saying, that singing was the thing for you to do for your life? You heard?
Well, you know, with me now. As a Rastafarian, reggae has always been a part of our culture.
Right.
So it just come naturally.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's just the love for it, you know, and everything else will come after.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So you started out playing instruments before you actually originally started singing.
Yeah. As a little youth, I used to play instruments in various church functions while growing up and school talent shows, you know.
Yeah.
But after a while, it led me into more vocals, you know, singing.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. And so, where did you derive? Who was your inspiration? Is actually what I really want to know. Because everybody.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Peter Tosh, you know.
Yeah.
If everybody know him, yeah. Yeah. You know, he's revolutionary just like me.
Right.
You know.
Right. So that's where you decided at that point when you was hearing that cat, you decided that you can do this, and not only can you do this, but you can do this well.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so as you was growing and doing your music and stuff, what were some of the challenges that you had, man, being able to kind of get into the reggae game and some of the things that may have been restricting you to get to the point to where you want to be?
Well, you know, in this music game, it's always a struggle, you know?
Right.
Because there is a sea of artists out there trying to make it just like me, you know?
Yeah.
So it's always rough, you know, trying to deal with producers, trying to deal with different people. You know, it's always a rough journey, you know?
Right.
But that's why you got to have the love for it, because if you don't have the love for this, you'll give up.
Yeah.
You'll give up, man, and just throw up the white flag, you know? But if you have the love for what you do, man, no matter what, you know, you have to keep on grinding, you know?
Yeah, no question about that. Yeah. So Lion, tell us, you know, because you already spoke to us about, you know, you having a revolutionary style. Where do you pull your lyrics from? Where do you pull your drive from? You know what I'm saying? Your content from to be able to make the music that you make?
Well, to tell you the truth, I just naturally incline with my style. You know, I don't pull it from nowhere. It's just everyday life. You know,
right.
Everyday life. It's just reality.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I would just take just every day, like going down the street, dealing with my peers, and just make a song out of it.
Right.
You know, it's just reality.
Yeah.
You know, something real to the people, something that the people can relate to.
Right.
You know.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, no question about that. That's where it comes from the heart, man. When it's really real, you know what I'm saying? So when you was in the islands, were they receptive to your music and the things that you were doing before you came to the States?
Yeah, I was always in the islands. Yes, I was doing it, but when I came to Atlanta, it kind of took off a little bit more further, you know, because I met with more bigger producers, you know, and and more outlets for my music, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, so it's actually when I came to Atlanta, kind of strive, you know, a little bit more, you know, try kind of elevate, you know, some more, you know?
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
So here's what I want you to do, and I want you to kind of elaborate a little bit, man, because you can probably tell this story a little better than most folks because, you know what I'm saying, you've been through it, you lived through it. You know, I want you to kind of elaborate a little bit, man, on the separation of your people and the things that make you want to sing and let folks know about that.
Yeah.
About
can I repeat that? Because I can't hear you that clearly.
I want you to kind of elaborate a little bit on the separation of the things that you incorporate in your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us a little bit, you know, give us an insight on some of the things that help you, you know what I'm saying, do the music that you do. You know what I'm saying? From all of the separation that you see coming from the things that you've come from in your life.
Yes, well, with me now, you know, dealing with my family and, you know, dealing with the streets, you know, it kind of give me, like, in my music, it kind of give me the essence of my life, you know. So what my family, the streets and my everyday life, you know, that's how I write my music based on my everyday life, you know.
Right.
So when you listen to my music, it is based on my everyday life, and actually it is based on actually more focus into Africa as a Rastafarian, you know. So that's all I base my music on, you know. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. And so you want to let us know a little bit about the tribe that you come from? Like, give us some insight on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to tell a story. I want you to tell a story. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are not hip to what you involved in or the things that you go through every day. So I just wanted to kind of give them a little insight on you and you to give it back to them to let them know exactly, you know, how you live your life and the things that you do to continue in the life that you live in today.
Well, I live my life like as every other person, you know. It's just, you know, I live my life just regular, you know, revolutionary, you know. So it's not really so much of a difference than any other man, you know.
Right, no doubt.
So yeah, it's not really different, you know.
Yeah, no question.
Yep.
Yeah. So where you pull your music from? Who does your beats? Who does the music? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I get different producers. That send me beats, you know. So it's not. I don't have a specific producer.
Right.
So I get various producers that send me stuff, you know. So I just voice on various producers' tracks.
Right, right. And so when you go into the studio, do you go into the studio with a mindset of you already know what you're going to do? Or when you go into the studio, is it something that just actually comes to you as you're in the studio?
Well, I do both. You know, sometimes I'll come with my song already prepared, or sometimes I'll build it in the studio.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yep.
And stuff. So last year you was voted best reggae artist of the year 2012 coming out of the media awards.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that
was great.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was great, you know, went to LA, you know, do my thing, you know. I did not win the award, but just being nominated was a blessing to me, you know.
No doubt. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that had to be kind of beautiful experience. That had to let you know that like you said, being nominated, you definitely is on your way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff. So what we got to look forward next? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you got your...
Yes, I'm working on my second album.
Okay.
And Friday night I did a show, you know.
Right.
It was great. I rocked the stage, you know. So it was good, you know. It was great, you know. It was a blessing, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. But my project right now, I'm working on my next album. You know, it's in the making.
Okay. So what was the name of the first album and how was that first album?
Fire Starter album, you know?
Okay. And that was received really well because if it wasn't, you wouldn't have been able to do your second one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's the second album going to be called?
Well, I haven't given it a name as yet. I'm just building the songs.
Right.
And the name of the album will pop up. I haven't given it a name as yet.
No doubt. And stuff. So y'all you sent me over some tracks, and for all my listeners out there, I want y'all to stay locked in, baby, because after the interview, we're gonna bang some of Lion's tracks and let him so he can let you know, man, what real reggae is sounding like and what real music is all about. You know what I'm saying? So Lion, where did some of the titles come from on some of the songs that you're building right now? You know.
The titles will just be popping up from my head. It's like it's according to the project I'm dealing with, you know.
Right.
So yeah, if I want to keep it revolutionary, I come with a revolutionary title. If it's just one of them, like it's just a party song, you know, I come with like a party title, you know. This is what just pop up through my head, you know.
I can imagine.
I just write a song based on that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, because we got one called Enemies. And we you know I was gonna get to that. Oh, we got one called Enemies, and you know there gotta be something.
Yeah,
you know,
all my street brethren, all my street peeps, you know.
Yeah,
shoot, you know.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I definitely
know all my street peeps, you know.
Yeah, because you gotta kind of tell a story sometimes, you know. A lot of people don't understand some of the things that we go through every day, man. Just trying to do our own thing, you know.
Yep. A lot of my street peeps will relate to that. You know?
Yeah, no question. So Lion, where we traveling to? Like, you know, within the next couple of months, what we need to be looking out for, where we need to be looking to see you at. You know what I'm saying? Just give us some insight, man, on how hard you'll be working and how you're gonna be.
Yeah, I just recently made a track for a German producer, you know, out of Germany, Berlin, Germany.
Right.
You know, it's a hard track. So I did a feature on a track with a hip hop artist. I'll be doing my thing though, you know. But during the year, I don't know. No telling. I want to do shows, you know.
Right.
Come to New York to a show, you know. New Orleans. Yeah, supposed to be in New Orleans in March, you know. Gotta do something down there with my homegirl, you know. She's a part of the label, you know.
Right.
So Divine.
Yeah.
You know,
no doubt. So
as the months go through, things be popping up.
Yeah, no question about that, baby, because you on Mafia Live Radio right now, baby, and we worldwide, you know, and people gonna hear what we talking about right now. So Lion, here's a kind of serious question for you really quick. Like the way that the music used to be and the way that the music is now, what's your thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the music right now kind of watered down.
Right.
You know, people don't be putting that strength and passion in the music right now. It's all about to try to make a quick buck.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, it's not like back in the days when Tupac was really grinding.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And Tupac was showing people how we gotta do this.
Right.
You know, but right now, it's kind of sorry to say that it's kind of bullshit to me, you know. Yeah.
It is bullshit. You know, I mean, let's call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We on Mafia Live, baby. You can say whatever the fuck you feel like. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no restrictions up in here. You ain't got to worry about being PC correct or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No doubt, baby.
Keep it hood up in there. Keep it hood.
I'm just saying, you call it for what it is. Call it for what it is. If it's watered down, you know what I'm saying? We all know that. All of us as, you know what I'm saying, as original artists and those that been around the game for a little while, we know what we hear when we hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's no substance. It's no backbone. Nothing.
Right. There's no substance, no passion, there's no love in for what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They just, like you said, they just trying to get it.
And everybody songs the same. Everybody songs the same. Nobody got their own originality, you know?
Right.
That's why it's bringing a new flavor to the game.
Right.
Everybody got to look out for Lion Tafari.
There you go.
Coming through and taking over. You know?
That's what I'm trying to get out you, baby. I was trying to pull it out you. I know you had it in your line. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to tell everybody, man, what it's really about, how to get this real music, you know what I'm saying, coming out of your camp. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let everybody know that, man, when you want to hear some real reggae, man, Lion Tafari has it for you, you know? So listen, man. Hey, Lion, man, I appreciate you coming out, man. You spending your time with us, you know? And before we go, though, I want to give you an opportunity, man, to shout out everything and everybody that's helped you in your career to get you where you are today.
Yes. I want to shout out to my brother, Big Boss CD. Shout out to Divine. She's in New Orleans doing her thing. Shout out to my family, Doc Ali NT. You know, we're repping the streets, you don't know. ATL, you don't know.
So that's all.
For all my listeners, y'all heard it first right here on Mafia Magazine, man. We had the opportunity to sit down with Lion Tafari, and he just was letting us know, man, how real music is supposed to sound. Y'all stay locked in, baby, because we got some of his music coming right up, man. We're going to give him a 3-track set, and he going to show you what real music sounds like, what real reggae is supposed to sound like. Hey, Lion, man, I appreciate you, man, and may you always be blessed, and may you prosper in all the things that you do in life. You heard?
Yes, yes. Gotta keep it revolutionary for the people, you know?
No doubt, baby. Peace.